What if I told you that there's a secret global competition happening right now and the prize is us, the Filipino people? Think about it. Singapore, Australia, the Middle East. Why are countries fighting to get Filipinos? It's not just a casual hiring spree. It's a desperate scramble for survival. For years, we've been told a narrative that our people leave to find better jobs, to escape poverty, but that's only half the story. The truth is, these countries aren't just giving us a chance, they are confessing that they desperately need us. Without Filipinos, entire industries would grind to a halt. If you're interested in this topic, hit the like button, subscribe, and type interested in the comments, and I will give you a heart. This is a story of a global dependence, a massive, unacknowledged truth that has been hidden in plain sight. We are the backbone of nations we've never even heard of. We are the silent heroes who power the economies of the world's greatest cities. This isn't just about jobs. It's about the survival of industries, the stability of entire societies. The world's most powerful nations are quietly admitting that we are the solution to a problem that threatens their very existence. This is a story of immense pride, but it's also a story of immense sacrifice. I've got the receipts, the facts, and the stories to back it all up. By the end of this video, you will not just see a Filipino working abroad, you will see a global hero. You will feel a sense of pride that will make you want to stand up and shout. You will understand a truth that has been hidden from you for too long. And this is just the beginning. I promise you, what you are about to hear will change your perspective forever. Before we dive into these shocking confessions, I want you to go down to the comments right now and type respect if you believe the world should value Filipinos more. Let's create a community of people who are ready to see the real, unstoppable power of our people. The first confession from one of the most technologically advanced countries in the world is coming up right now. Don't go anywhere. All right, let's start with a country that's almost a world unto itself, Singapore. When you think of Singapore, you think of futuristic skylines, a massive financial hub, and one of the most efficient governments on earth. You probably don't immediately think of Filipinos as being the engine behind it all, but you should. Singapore has a huge demographic problem. As of Q2 2025, their unemployment rate is a remarkably low 2.1%, but a massive percentage of their population is aging. This means a serious shortage of workers for their booming industries. And guess who they've been quietly recruiting to fill those gaps? Us, Filipinos. We are the solution to their labor crisis. But it's not just about numbers. It's about the kind of people they're looking for. A recent report from the Singapore Ministry of Manpower highlighted that they are actively seeking Filipino professionals in fields like finance, healthcare, and particularly technology. They're not just looking for a strong back, they're looking for a sharp mind, a dynamic person, and a person who is culturally adaptable and fluent in English, which gives us a massive advantage in the global market. This is where the story of my friend Ate Leah comes in. She's a young, brilliant software engineer from Manila who moved to Singapore in 2023. When she first got there, she was just a junior developer, but her drive, her willingness to work overtime, and her ability to communicate with international teams made her an absolute standout. She told me her Singaporean manager once said, "Leah, your team has a different kind of energy. You're not afraid to step up, to stay late, and to fix a problem, even if it's not your direct responsibility." Within 2 years, she was promoted to a team lead, and she's now managing a team of both local and international developers. Leah's not just building a career, she's building a new life. She is running a household back home in the Philippines, supporting her parents and her younger siblings. She's building a life for her family while she's also literally helping build the next generation of skyscrapers in Singapore. This is the truth that Singapore has been trying to keep under wraps. Filipinos are not just filling their offices, we are the very people building the future of their economy with a young, dynamic, and dedicated force that is keeping their country thriving. And this is a truth that is both a source of immense pride and immense pain. We have to leave our homes to be appreciated. But in a way, we are also making the world a better place. The world gains our strength and we gain a better future for our families. It's a powerful truth. So here's my question for you, and I want you to be completely honest. Have you worked or lived in Singapore? Comment your experience, drop a story below. I'm so curious to see what you guys think. I promise you, your answers will reflect a deep sense of pride. And don't go anywhere, because the next confession from a country you might not expect to praise us is coming up right now, and it's a story of profound and powerful validation. Now let's talk about Australia. When you think of Australia, you probably think of wide open spaces, beautiful beaches, and a relaxed lifestyle. But what you might not know is that they are facing a massive problem right now. A problem that is threatening their very way of life. According to the latest 2025 data from Jobs and Skills Australia, the country is facing a severe shortage of skilled workers in a wide range of occupations, particularly in healthcare and trades. They need over 50,000 registered nurses and thousands of engineers and skilled tradespeople to meet their growing needs. And they have made it clear that they are actively recruiting from the Philippines. But what they're not saying out loud is that they're not just looking for a skill set, they're looking for a heart. They're looking for someone who can bring a sense of family, a sense of compassion to their lives. And this is where the story of my Ate Mananiela comes in. She's a Filipina caregiver who moved to a small town outside Mamorib in 2024. She was hired to care for an elderly Australian widower, Mr. Miller, a retired farmer who is known for his grumpy, reserved demeanor. Their relationship started as a simple transaction. She was there to help him with his daily needs, and he was her employer. But Ate Elena brought something with her that wasn't in her contract. She brought her pag mamahal, her love and care. She learned to make his favorite Australian meat pie, adding a small secret Filipino twist. She didn't just make his bed, she fluffed his pillow with a gentle pat, a habit from home. She didn't just read him the newspaper, she asked him about his life, his family, and his memories of working on the farm. She saw him not just as a patient, but as a person, a father, a man with a full life behind him. Mr. Miller, a man who hadn't smiled in years, started to light up when she entered the room. His daughter, a busy executive in Sydney, would visit and be stunned by her father's transformation. One day, she pulled Elena aside, tears in her eyes, and said something that echoes the Australian government's unspoken confession. Elena, you didn't just take care of my father, you became his family. You brought back the life that we thought was gone forever. If this is the secret weapon they've been hiding, it's not just our technical skills, it's not just our English fluency, it's our heart. It's our ability to connect, to care, and to bring humanity to a job that has become so transactional in the developed world. The world values our compassion more than our credentials. They're admitting that while they have the wealth and the technology, they are running out of the one thing that truly matters: humanity. So here's my question for you, and I want you to be completely honest. Australians watching this, do you agree Filipinos are your country's backbone? Drop a comment below. I'm so curious to see what you guys think. I promise you, your answers will reflect a deep sense of pride. And don't go anywhere, because the next confession from a country that is a major hub for ROFWs is coming up right now, and it's a story of profound and powerful validation. All right, let's move on to the third confession, a confession from a country that holds a special and often complicated place in the hearts of Filipinos: Saudi Arabia. For years, the Middle East has been the biggest hub for our OFWs. It's a place that is both a land of immense opportunity and immense struggle. The narrative is often complex, filled with stories of great success and immense sacrifice. But recently, a prominent Saudi official, speaking at a global economic forum, acknowledged something that our OFWs have known all along. He admitted that Filipinos are the lifeline of Saudi Arabia's economy, and he praised our OFWs as being absolutely irreplaceable. He said that without the hard work and dedication of the Filipino people, their massive infrastructure projects and their healthcare system would simply not function. He spoke of the Filipino resilience and our ability to bring a sense of stability and compassion to a country that is going through a rapid period of change under their ambitious Vision 2030. This wasn't just a compliment, it was an official acknowledgement of our people's vital role in their national plan. Now, this hit me especially hard when I thought about my friend's mother, Tita Lourdes. She's a nurse who has been working in a hospital in Riyadh for over 20 years. She has seen it all. She has been there through every major shift in the country's development. She has a deep personal and professional connection to her work. She told me once that she doesn't just treat her patients, she cares for them with the same love she would give her own family. She spends time talking to them, holding their hand, and making them feel seen and heard. This is what she brings to a country that is so different from our own. She is not just a nurse, she is a source of comfort and a beacon of hope. She and thousands of other Filipino nurses in Saudi Arabia are on the front lines saving lives every single day, often working long, difficult hours away from their families. The Saudi official was talking about people like Tita Lourdes, people who are not just doing a job, but are giving a piece of themselves to a country that they now call their second home. He was talking about the immense value of Filipino healthcare professionals who are a crucial part of the country's modernization. This confession from Saudi Arabia is a powerful moment for all of us. It's a moment of profound validation. It's a moment where a country that is so dependent on our people is finally admitting that they are not just a resource, they are irreplaceable. They are a lifeline. They are a solution to a problem that cannot be solved by their own population. They are the backbone of their economy, and they are finally admitting it. If you know an OFW in the Middle East, I want you to go down to the comments right now and type their name to honor them. Let's create a space where we can celebrate their sacrifice, their hard work, and their dedication. Don't go anywhere, because in the next segment, we're going to talk about the hidden truth that all three of these countries share, and it's going to tie all of this together in a way that you won't see coming. Okay, now let's talk about Europe, a place that holds a quiet but profound truth about our people. When we think of Europe, we think of history, culture, and progress, but what we don't often see is the silent, essential role that Filipinos play in keeping their societies running. The UK, Italy, and Germany are all facing a ticking time bomb, a severe shortage of healthcare professionals. According to a 2025 report from the National Health Service, NHS, the UK is more dependent on foreign-trained nurses than ever before, and a massive portion of those are from the Philippines. Filipino nurses in the NHS are a pillar of their healthcare system. And it's not just the UK. The demand for Filipino caregivers and nurses is soaring across Europe, from Italy to Germany. But it's not just the hospitals, it's the very lifeblood of their economies, the seas. A staggering 25% of the world's seafarers are Filipino. Without them, global trade would collapse. The ships that bring your coffee, your clothes, your electronics, they are being run by our people. According to the Bangko Sentral NP, Pilipinas remittances from sea-based OFWs alone are in the billions, a crucial pillar of our economy. But it comes at a cost. The world gains strength, but the Filipino family pays the price. This is the hidden truth that these countries are so reluctant to admit. Hospitals would collapse overnight without them. The global supply chain would come to a screeching halt. The lights of London, the goods on the shelves in Rome, the food on the tables in Germany, it's all there because of Filipino strength, sacrifice, and resilience. This is a truth that is both a source of immense pride and immense pain. We have to leave our homes to be appreciated, but in a way, we are also making the world a better place. The world gains our strength and we gain a better future for our families. It's a powerful truth. So here's my question for you, and I want you to be completely honest. If you're in Europe right now, drop your flag. Let's see just how wide our reach is. We need to show the world that we are a force to be reckoned with. Don't go anywhere, because the next segment is a gut punch that will make you cry, but it's the truth we all need to face. So we've heard the confessions. Singapore relies on our tech and finance professionals. Australia is desperate for our nurses and tradespeople. The Middle East calls us their backbone. And Europe admits they can't survive without our medical and maritime heroes. But here's the hidden truth they all share, the one that they won't say out loud, and the one that breaks my heart. The world gains strength, but the Filipino family pays the price. We are a nation of heroes, but a nation that cannot provide enough opportunities for its own heroes to stay. We are the most valued workforce in the world, and yet we have to leave our country just to be appreciated. We have to go to a foreign land, endure loneliness, homesickness, and discrimination just to be told that we are essential. And this is a truth that is both a source of immense pride and immense pain. It's the central conflict of our time. We are the solution to a global problem, and yet we are not allowed to be the solution to our own problems. This is the cost of our global success. The world gains an invaluable workforce, and we lose the very people who could be building our own nation. We lose the doctors, the engineers, the nurses, and the teachers who could be solving our own problems, and we are left with a system that is dependent on our people leaving. This is a gut punch. It's a truth that hurts, but it's a truth that we need to face. Because only by acknowledging this pain can we truly understand the immense sacrifice of our OFWs. And only by understanding this can we truly demand the respect that we deserve. Not just from foreign governments, but from our own. We need to demand that our leaders see us as more than just a source of remittances. We need to demand that they create an environment where our heroes can stay home and build our own nation. So this is my question for you, and I want you to be completely honest. The world gains strength, but the Filipino family pays the price. What do you think? Type honor if you honor every sacrifice OFWs make daily. Let's create a space where we can celebrate their sacrifice, their hard work, and their dedication. Don't go anywhere, because the big reveal is coming up next, and it's going to tie all of this together and leave you with a sense of both profound pride and a powerful call to action. We've been on an incredible journey. We've heard the confessions from Singapore, Australia, the Middle East, and Europe. We've talked about the hidden truth that breaks our hearts. And now it's time for the big reveal, the gut punch finish that ties all of this together and leaves you with a truth that will change you forever. The truth they all share, the truth they can't deny, is that Filipinos are not just workers. We are not just a labor force. We are global heroes, and we are the backbone of tomorrow's world. We are the healers, the builders, the innovators, and the humanitarians who are holding up the very fabric of global society. We are the indispensable force that nations rely on, and we do it all with a smile and with so much heart. We are the solution to a question that the developed world has been grappling with for decades. What happens when a country gets too old? The answer is simple. You turn to the Filipino people, and we are there. We have always been there. This is not a story about sacrifice anymore. It is a story about power. It is a story about the unstoppable power of the Filipino people. And while we may be underappreciated in our own homeland, our dignity deserves global recognition. We deserve to be seen as more than just a source of remittances. We deserve to be seen as the nation builders that we are. This is a moment of profound redefinition. We are no longer a footnote in someone else's story. We are the main character. And while it hurts that our own country often takes us for granted, it is a source of immense pride that the rest of the world sees our value. It's a bittersweet truth, but it's a truth we need to own. It's a call to action. It's time for us to demand that our leaders and our own people see us with the same respect that Singapore, Australia, and the rest of the world sees us with. It's time to change the narrative. So right now, I want you to go down to the comments and comment your country below and let the world see our impact. Let's show the world that we see our own value. Let's create a tidal wave of pride that cannot be ignored. Let's make it so loud that our leaders at home have to listen. And this is just the beginning. We've talked about Singapore, Australia, the Middle East, and Europe. But wait until you hear what the US is quietly admitting. That one will blow your mind. So click on the video right here, and I'll see you there. Let's keep this conversation going.